Yeah, it's famous.
What's up, guys? Welcome back to T Gardens TV. Today, we're going to talk about the Suorin Edge. This device right here, I'm just going to point out one big feature that you guys might be complaining about the last several year or so: battery life. Why is this special? The Suorin Edge has replaceable batteries. I'm going to say this is probably the first pod system, and it blinks colors. Come on closer, show it to you again. Once you plug it in, there's connectivity. This is the first pod system that actually has replaceable batteries. The batteries are 230 milliamp batteries compared to a Joule. The Joules started at 200 milliamps, then they moved up to 250. This is 230, 20 milliamps more. It's probably like a spare tire amount of life. But my point at the end of the day is, in the box, it does come with two of them. So what does that mean? That means you can charge one while you're using the other. It is a USB-C cable, not your micro USB. So it does come with a cable, so don't worry about that, okay? But I wanted to point out that feature. Now I'm gonna dive into the little features, how to use this thing here. So it is a pod system, it's replaceable, okay? You fill from the side right here. It's a 1.5 milliliter tank, which is just slightly smaller than the Joule. The Joule is 5 milliliter. So, but at the end of the day, all you gotta do is carry around your bottles of juices and you should be A-okay there, and your pods, obviously, okay? Another thing that they did add onto this is a child safety locking mechanism. If I hit the button 5 times, it's gonna blink green. Green means the child system is activated.
A few moments later.
Green means it is unlocked, okay? To lock your device, you hit it 5 times again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It blinks red. Now, when you go and try to draw from this, it won't work. So it is a child lock. I believe that's kind of a new terminology. We always call it powering on and powering off. But apparently in this case, it's designed to be a child lock there, okay? What else is in here that we need to talk about? Hold on. Battery life indicator, okay? When you're charging it, the light will stay solid red. When you're done charging, or when it's fully charged, the light will stay solid blue. And there's 3 color indicating battery life, okay? If it's blue, it is 70% and above. If it's, if it's green, it's 70% and above. If it's blue, it's 70% below. And if it's red, it's under 30%, okay? So 0, 30, 30, 70, 70 to 100, okay? So that's the battery life indicator there. Some troubleshooting tips: if you see it blinking 8 times when you try to draw from it, or even 5 times, that's a sign that the modular device can't detect the coil there, okay? It's either the coil is not responding, or 2, it blew out. Generally, people usually ask, how many times can I use this pod before refilling it? Well, I'm gonna say, from my personal preference, using all these different pod systems, 1.5 fills, okay? I can't say how many puffs can you get out of it, because everybody's puffs duration is different. And so I like to say, I go by an analog way of measuring, which is I fill up 1 time, 1 full tank, and when I'm done with that, I fill it halfway, and I kind of find out I touched the mic. I kind of find out my way of indicating that I need to change it, because I now know the flavor. You start to lose flavor, okay? So everybody's personal preference on when to change the pods is very different. Some people can use the pod 3, 4 times. That means 3 or 4 full fills. But for me, after 1.5, that flavor is kind of, that strawberry flavor or your apple flavor or your mixed fruit flavor, it doesn't really taste like mixed fruit anymore. That's when I kind of go, eh. And the reason why you lose flavor is because if you look in the center of this, which you probably may not be able to see, okay? It's because there's white cottons inside. And it has direct contact with the springs, okay, all around it. If you look really closely, you can see it. Right now we can't. But the spring with the cottons, pretend this is the cotton, this is the spring. What happens is it starts to burn at the cotton every time you take a puff. So when you're taking a puff, it's putting a lot of stress on the cottons. It's burning the cottons. It's slowly frailing it down. And what happens is when it's kind of like not able to touch the cotton, you're not really burning much, and you're only getting, you're actually tasting almost metal at that point, okay? Or the atomizer, the actual spring, okay, guys? So that's a little tip of the pod as well, too. If you guys have any questions, comment below. We can answer any questions there. If you need, contact our vape support line for more questions. You can also, you can always comment. We'll get back to you guys, you know, within like 24 to 48 hours in a comment. But if you call, you can speak to a live representative, and they can answer any questions for you. If you found this video informative, share and like the video, subscribe. Until next time, vape away.